He was born by the Sunflower River in a tenement. And oh, like the river, he's been a legend ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know that now Sam Cooke's name is forever gold. Oh, yes, it is. Happy Life Affirmation Day, the one and only, the GOAT, Sam Cooke, the man who invented soul. Thank you so much. You are a proud son of Clarksdale, Mississippi, a true son of the Mississippi Delta, shine bright like diamond. Thank you so much, Brother Sam, for the immortal music. Whatever they try to do to you, you like the phoenix that rose from the ashes. You can never die. You are forever young, never grow old, a true immortal. Thank you. As long as our ears to hear and hearts to receive, your music will be forever here. Thank you so much. In the words of Duke Ellington, we love you madly. And somebody's gonna miss me. Somebody gonna miss me when I'm gone. God bless everybody. One love.
And welcome back on Welcome Black Family to the big show. It's Brother Ron, also known as R2C2H2, the Artivist. This is We All Be. This is News Free Dixie for the 21st century. Just want to check out, make sure y'all can hear me and whatnot. I hope all's well. It's been a long and fascinating week. It's been a long and short week. So we're going to get to it, man. It's a lot to cover. My plan is to do several shows this weekend. We'll see how that goes. Got a lot on my mind, a lot on my plate, but I just want to address this right quick. This Converse and Pearls. They won't put on boys and girls. Chuck and Pearls. They want to put them on black boys and girls. Do that Prince remix, right? But anyway, the games. It boggles the mind. This is an interesting movie that I'm watching. Now, they still want to impeach Donald Trump a second time, right? Don't impeachment involves removing a person from office? Impeachment is an attempt to remove an official from office, right? Is not Donald Trump a private citizen? Is Joe Biden the official president? So how does that work? Or is he? What's going on? Marvin Gaye would say, what's going on? So, it is what it is. But we got a couple things I want to talk about. The Chuck and Pearls, like, on Indoctrination Day, my social media timelines was clogged up with all types of pictures of black women and their daughters and their grandmothers and all these black women, several generations deep, and wearing their Chucks, the Converse, Chuck Taylors, and their pearls in honor of VP Kamala. Stop saying Kamala. That'd be Kamala. If she was fully black, it might be Kamala and Kamala. But it's Kamala Harris. She's the vice president of the United States of America. So, she did that Vogue cover. One of the covers featured her in her pearls and Chuck Taylors, the Converse, and her AKA colors. So it is fascinating to see the programming, the social engineering at work. And black women, it's up to black men to save the black race, because black women, wowzers there. Y'all really just drinking the Kool-Aid on this, man. Y'all really self-destruction. We headed for self-destruction. We headed for, black women, come on, man. Really simple stuff. This man made a career destroying the black family. This woman made a career locking up the black family. And y'all celebrate. I mean, why are black people so simple? Why are we so simple? We don't want nothing. Now they always doing stuff to us, and we don't want nothing. I don't want nothing. I just want to see a symbol. Shine bright like diamond. This is not a good look, black people. And black men, come on, man. It's time to man up. I know the black women raised us and they screwed us over. Somebody, it's funny how I be reading the comments in my comment section, my community post. I don't respond to a lot of y'all. First of all, if I post something, I make it plain as possible. If you don't get it, it wasn't meant for you. You wasn't meant to get it. I'm not going to go into the postings trying to break it down so you can understand the words that come out my mouth. And I'm not going through all that. If you don't understand or overstand or whatever stand what I said or what I stated, I'm not interested in trying to clarify. Because like Baba Dick Gregory said, my truth does not need to be validated by your ignorance. I'm not interested in y'all wearing my magic glasses. I'm not interested in y'all agreeing with what I got to say. Not really interested in hearing your input or reading it a lot of times, because I'm going to say what I'm going to say. To me, I respect the person that say what they say and they stand by what they say. I'm not looking for popular approval. You can't be popular and right most of the time. It's impossible. Ask Dr. King about that. And really, Donald Trump could understand King better than Obama. Donald Trump is more like an MLK type of kid than Obama is. Don't ever forget it was Ronald Reagan that made the King holiday official. Yeah, that Ronald Reagan. Republican Ronald Reagan. Republican, former governor of California Reagan. That Reagan. But look at how the media has tried to destroy the reputation of Donald Trump. Just like how the media dedicated the last 5 years of Dr. King's life to destroying him and undermining his message, to character assassinate King before they actually assassinated King. They doing this to Trump. Trump is becoming a martyr and a freedom of speech figure. He is becoming legendary. He is the greatest president of my lifetime. And this is, Donald Trump has done things, and in retrospect, the American people maybe will one day appreciate, considering what's going on now. Like I tell people, this is like the 1930s on steroids. This ain't the 1960s. This is all about pushing that regime change by any means necessary type of deal. But I'm concerned about black women. Black women, y'all have been derelict in duty. Y'all are leading our people into the gas ovens, into the burning buildings, while singing praises and worship of white zaddy. This got to stop. The problem is there's no real black male man leadership anywhere in our society or culture. You can't name one black man in a position of so-called power with a backbone and with a moral code that put his people's interests first. You can't name one. Not even celebrity dome. Today is Sam Cooke's birthday. Sam Cooke was born January 22nd, 1931, down in Clarksdale, Mississippi. He was raised in Chicago. He was born in Clarksdale. Now, Clarksdale is a very powerful place. You got less than 20,000 people in Clarksdale, but there's not only the hometown of Sam Cooke, there's also the hometown of Ike Turner, one of the founding fathers of rock and roll. There's also John Lee Hooker's hometown. There's Nate Dogg, smoke weed every day, hometown. There's Rick Ross, lemon pepper, the rapper. Dude can make lemon pepper rhyme with anything. I got that lemon pepper. He's from Clarksdale. So Charles Wright, express yourself. NWA sampled that song. Express yourself. From Clarksdale. There's a lot of musicians and interesting folks. Even the historian who worked for Ebony and Jet. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Let me look him up. He just passed away recently. Look him up. I don't say his name right. Thank you for being patient. Yep, Lerone Bennett Jr. Yeah, who wrote Before the Mayflower and Forced into Glory, a book about U.S. President Abraham Lincoln from Clarksdale, Mississippi. Passed away like 3 years ago almost. This Valentine's Day will be 3 years. So Clarksdale produced some very interesting people. I mean, Mississippi Delta is a very powerful part of the country. Memphis is the capital of the Mississippi Delta. I'm broadcasting from Memphis. I'm on Central Time. We're in the middle of the country, but there's a lot of great things that come through the birth of the birthplace of black radio is Memphis. WDIA 1948. Ivy Wells started her investigative journalism career in Memphis. She owned a newspaper office on Beale Street. So Memphis is very significant in the Black American mythology. So it's not about Memphis that we're going to talk about black women, because I am very concerned about what I have seen. I don't understand how y'all could be so educated but be dumb at the same time when y'all are praising a person who has done a lot to undermine the success of our group. And like I've been saying, y'all, black girl magic, y'all talking about black politicians, black women politicians. I mean, really, quite frankly, I'm not impressed with black women leadership right now. I'm not impressed. It's really despicable, deplorable. The only time I hear from certain black women leaders when they want to put down black men. They want to disrespect black men. A lot of them don't say anything unless it's about disrespecting black men or Donald Trump. That's why I can identify with Donald Trump, because they treat him like a black man. No other president has been treated. Obama don't even act like a black man. He was not treated like a black man. He's not really black like that. No more than Kamala Harris is black like that. But Donald Trump has been treated like a black man. That's why black men cannot, real black men, ain't talking about these beta males hiding behind their women. Some of y'all need to take the masculinity out your woman and put it back in your ass. Black male. Take that masculinity out your woman's voice and put it back in you. Put some boom in your voice. Let your women speak for you. That's another thing. This year, I'm going to sacrifice the simp in me. I'm going to sacrifice the simpness in me. It got to die. Because there's no point of worshiping a lost people that's going to destroy all our people if we don't do some corrective measures right now. This got to end. You can't even name, like I said on my timeline today, I can name several great and historically significant black men mayors in this nation history easily. I asked, an honest question, not anything with a hidden agenda, but I just want to know, because it came to my mind, because the ancestors speak to me every day. People ask me, well, do you miss Dick Greg? I said, Naga, Baba speaks to me every day. I'm not crazy like that, but he speaks to me every day. I don't miss him like y'all miss him. Okay, but I want to know, can anybody name me any significant black women mayors this country have produced that have did things that were game changing? You could look at somebody like, okay, Marion Barry, who's probably the greatest one we ever produced. People talk about Maynard Jackson, even Andrew Young, even Coleman Young up in Detroit. Even you have John Wilson No Good in Philadelphia, who allowed Move to get bombed by the powers to be back in 85. Charles Evers, who just passed away. You got black men, whatever you may think. Mayor Harrington, I'm in Memphis. Mayor W.W. Harrington, who was a 5-term elected mayor, very successful politician. Some of his policies, whatever. I know Judge Joe Brown's a big fan of Harrington. Harrington's not a bad guy. We share the same birthday. He's a Taurus, April 23rd. But I can't name any black women mayors that really come to the mind that made any type of claims to any greatness or any infamy. What infamy? Look at Baltimore. Oh my God. Look how many black mayors they had, black female mayors they had. Are any one of them could be considered great or worthy of being recognized and remembered? Look at Catherine Pugh, Sheila Dixon, and what's the other one? No. Identity politics don't work for people without a code, without a group code. If we don't have a code, then identity politics don't work. They do not work. Black people are silly because we love symbols over substance. We love style over results. We love symbols over substance and style over results. Our people are so ass backwards. It's ridiculous. It's a sham. It's a shame. The only time I could think of when identity politics actually worked for black people was the Reconstruction era. That's it. We had 10 years where you had black men leadership, not no black woman leadership, because black men could vote. Black men got the franchise because we sacrificed for the franchise, right? We was involved in the American Civil War. Frederick Douglass, we had black men who were men with backbone and principle who were advocates for our people. We don't have that. Think about Al Sharpton, limp wrist self, with his perm and limp wrist. He had 8-year access to Obama. Ain't nothing got done for black people. During that time, he was visiting the White House, having barbecue parties and eating watermelon and listening to hip hop. Nothing was done for black people. Al Sharpton ain't nowhere near Frederick Douglass, but y'all get mad. Frederick Douglass' second wife was white, but his first wife was a black woman who helped freedom and gave him his children. But yet Kamala, y'all go crazy over Google Gaga. She got a Jewish white man as a husband. If Obama had a white woman and anybody but a black woman as his wife, he would not have been a 2-term president. Suspect women. Y'all hear, like even that show Scandal. What's God? Kerry Washington. Kerry Washington confused too. But her character, you know, she's a side chick to the president. You had a black man who was a senator who wanted to make her his wife. You know what I'm saying? The man, impeccable guy, senator, charming guy, right? But she wanted to be the side piece. She didn't want no black man to make her queen. She just wanted to be a concubine. Only in America can a concubine become almost president of the United States. This culture we worship. Look at the women. We went from Fannie Lou Hamers and Sojourner Truths and Ella Bakers to Cardi B, Meg the Mayor or Meg the Stallion, Mulatto. I'm not knocking these women, but damn, man. Damn, really? When black folks got stuff, we had black men leading things. The Reconstruction era, we were making leaps and bounds. Even the black women knew. You know, when the white women were trying to come between the black man and the black woman said, we want our brothers, we want our fathers, we want our husbands, our sons to get the right to the franchise. If you look at the history of women's suffrage, a lot of white women didn't want the vote. I mean, a lot of powerful white women didn't care for voting because they had their husbands. They could put things in their ear, pillow talk, things of that nature. They already had the power behind the throne. You got to remember, white men hate they mamas. But who raised them? They mamas. They mamas raised them to be savages, to be beasts, to be ruthless, to be gangsters. Like Judge Joe Brown talking about the Spartan mothers back in the day where they raised their sons to go out to war. And you better fight or die for what is right. Don't come back home as a coward or as weak. But black women have raised our males to be soft, to be effeminate. You choose to have babies with guys that are soft and effeminate beta males. We try to kill the masculinity in black males because we afraid. Like LeBron told me, I'm afraid. And then another thing, why are black people still caring about celebrities after we survived 2020? Who gives a damn about what a celebrity? Look at what happened to Hank Aaron. Hammer and Hank survived Jim Crow, the Klan, white baseball, and he died just a little bit after taking that COVID vaccine, right? And my thing is this. I remember I heard about him passing while I was driving down the street on Poplar, listening to the radio, and they said, oh, Hammer and Hank Aaron, the baseball great, has passed at 86. And then they were talking about, well, you know, him and his wife just took that vaccine. And oh, we don't know if that's it. We don't know if that will cause their death. You know, like even when you look at Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Chris Rock, Pookie, why do y'all care what these disconnected people got to say about our people? They are so disconnected from our people. You look at, this is Sam Cooke's birthday, right? January 22nd. You saw that movie One Night in Miami when him about Muhammad Ali, Jim Brown, Malcolm X. All those guys were very much concerned about the plight of everyday black people. Not just for them. They had certain access and privileges, but they were looking out for everybody. Al Sharpton is not in that league. LeBron is nowhere near Muhammad Ali or Jim Brown because, he already said he's afraid. He put that energy out there. I'm not, it is what it is. But I mean, even when Tamir Rice, well, he like he didn't know what was going on with Tamir Rice. If Cleveland is your hometown, how you don't know what's going on in your hometown? You supposed to be the king. You supposed to be the king. You supposed to know what everything going down, right? So what I'm saying is, why do black people care about celebrities at this point? Why do y'all watch? Y'all care. Look, y'all not ready for revolution, but y'all ready for some football. Y'all is Patrick Mahomes going to play? You know what I mean? Tom Brady, Antonio Brown, they're going to play at Tampa for Super Bowl? See, I be doing this shit. This is what I do. When I talk to black men, I don't look at sports. What I do is I look online. I look at some articles. I read up on stats, look at some highlights. Because I know that the only way a black man gonna be passionate about anything is it gotta be related to food or sports or sex. Food, sports, or sex. Black man, oh yeah. But we come to revolution. Black folks got all type of answers about how LeBron James should do this, how James Harden should do that, that Kevin Durant should do that, and yada yada yada. But when it comes time to black liberation, I don't know what we should do. But y'all know what Penny Hardaway should do with the University of Memphis Tigers basketball team. But y'all know what to do when it comes to our liberation. So y'all don't want to be free. Y'all want to be around the folks that oppress you. You got that Candyland syndrome. I ain't gonna call it Stockholm syndrome. It's Candyland. You got Candyland syndrome. So I don't understand how I know smart black women with advanced degrees, raising beautiful families, beautiful black women, how they can fall for this stuff time after time after time. Then you got some silly black Negroes, black males that are like in their 70s and 60s and 50s, very delusional. Don't got no sense, but they reproducing. And that's scary to have willfully ignorant people reproducing. Stinking thinking need to die out like the way of the dinosaurs. And black women, I'm just very disappointed in what I have seen. I don't care. I'm by myself anyway. I'm a loner anyway. So it ain't like y'all do me any favors. But what I'm saying is critical think what you're doing. Our people are catching hell right now. This is not the good look for our people. Like I said, where are the black men leadership? Who's the equivalent? Y'all can't even name an equivalent to Stacey Abrams, really. Where's the equivalent? What was like the black male version of Stacey Abrams? I guess the Harrison guy who didn't get the Senate right in South Carolina. But I mean, these guys, they just servants on the plantation. They like, Uncle Stevens and Aunt Stephanie's on the plantation in Candyland. See, my thing about it is, yes, a lot of these people got gifts of communication and organizing, but they're not doing it for B1 purposes. They're not doing it for black. They're doing it for love of party, not love of people. They are more concerned about love of party rather than love of our people. And this is BS because, what's sad is that I'm not even mad at the people. Because I know y'all already know what time it is. Like, okay, Trump got majority white vote from my understanding. He got a lot of the Latino vote. He got a significant amount of the black vote. Make it make sense. The math don't add up. So why is this fear mongering? Why is it they suppressing everything, deplatforming people, demonetizing, and erasing history? What is all this about? Can y'all figure it out? Because I don't think y'all can figure out because y'all too emotional. Converse and pearls. Put it on black boys and girls. Y'all telling about y'all children's future. Your children and their children will inherit nothing but the wind. Dealing with these type of coon tactics. These coonanigans got to stop. This is ridiculous. This is insane, man. What's going on? I got to do a couple of shows this week, but I'm saying black folks fight hard for everybody but black people. Don't you know that when you do this, you are voting for your replacements and your extinction? We are committing self-genocide. You can't blame nobody but ourselves for this because we don't want to make the hard choices. Like I said, y'all would rather have so-called white friends than have black liberation. You don't right, you really got no friends. Dr. John Henry Clark told you you don't have any friends if you don't be a friend to yourself. But y'all would rather be around so-called white people than to be around your own people. You feel safer around white people than your own people. I remember something. I don't care if I go on my baseball game. I like baseball, but some of my baseball games, you go to a baseball game, white folks love baseball. But to me, as a black person, remind me going to a lynching party where you see them photos of lynchings of that one black person with all these white folks around. That's what baseball games remind me of. But imagine Hank Aaron, all the stuff he went through. Hank Aaron, one of the greatest baseball players of all time. He could quite possibly be the greatest right-handed hitter of all time. But because he's a black man, they won't give him the time of day. They want to, we want to talk about Hank Aaron. Just like they want to talk about Barry Lamar Bonds. They shortchanged Barry Bonds' career. But that's another story. But the irony of it is that it's gonna be a long time before somebody break that home run record. That's how the karma work. They want to shortchange people and things happen. It's like with Trump. What they doing with Trump is ridiculous because how you gonna impeach a person if he's not the president anymore, unless he is the president? Y'all talking about Dick Gregory wrong. How Dick Gregory wrong? But you know that these folks, they could flip the script when they want to flip the script. And you think about it, under the Constitution, Trump is the last president. If you think about it, what's happening now, we're being force fed these people and all this stuff going on. This is ridiculous, man. And well, people are realizing, people are slowly waking up. But black women, man, we gotta get on code, man. Stop it with this. We love the symbol stuff and we love style over results and symbols over substance. We got to get on code, and black men got to step it up. We got to be men. I'm tired of brothers talking about, these sisters out of control. With Negro, get them in line, get them in check. Brothers, like y'all love y'all guns and cars. Treat y'all women like your guns and cars. Learn them well and with care and respect. Learn your women well and treat them with care and respect. That's how you treat your guns and cars, right? We call our women strong and our cars beautiful. What Baba Dick Gregory talk about? So when you go into the beauty shop to beautify yourself, see, our women lack confidence because our men lack confidence. And it's time for men to man up and get some confidence. It's time for you to get that bass out your woman voice and put the bass back in your voice. Daddy's home, okay? It's time for daddy to come home and take charge. Because these women are selling us out. That is the squad in Congress, nothing for black people. Black people we like that burnt stuff at the bottom of your pot. When you cook in your pot, you got that scorched bottom. That's what black people, we the permanent underclass. Everybody just put their shit on top of us. We the foundation for everybody. We the foundation of black America. Hey, we the foundation for everybody. Everybody built things on us. We don't benefit, but we hold everything together for everybody but ourselves. Therein lies the problem. Yeah, but black men, look, this thing about black women brought into this feminist thing. Feminism has never benefited black women nor the black family. Feminism has never benefited black women nor the black family. White feminism, they're not trying to destroy their men. They're just trying to get some type of tangibles from their men. I'm talking about the core of white feminism is about, let me get something. Can I sit at the table? I want to sit at the table. Can I be a part of the decision-making process? See, everything's a hustle and flow with these white folks. It's like with affirmative action. How is a white woman a minority when she's part of the white patriarchy system? How she's a minority, but yet she gets all the benefits of being a minority. See, they play the games. How can you win a game that's rigged? Donald Trump tried to tell you the game is rigged. How can you win when you can't win? How can you win when you're winning? They change the rules while you're playing the game. This is what they do. Y'all keep on talking about justice. You can't get justice from just a unjust system. It doesn't work like that. And systemic racism is real. It's like you black women that I know, that I went to school with, some of y'all, quite a few of y'all got with white zaddy as your baby daddy, your husband. You have these mixed and confused kids. You got mixed and confused kids that blame their black side of their family for not being white enough to pass. This is how messed up black people are. But I see y'all write posts on my timeline. I can see on my timeline tomorrow, how can I raise my son in this environment as a black man? First of all, the man you made that son with, he's a racist. Okay? He's a racist. He can love you. He can love his son, but he's a racist. He is a part of the group that get all the benefits at your expense. And you decide to open up your gates of heaven to him. You let the devil into your heaven. And then you got the nerve to talk about, well, my son need protection. Well, why you lay down with the devil to make this spawn, right? So my thing is this. In racism, the racists gotta want to end racism. What's that psychiatrist? Dr. Bobby Wright, that's his name, from Chicago. Y'all correct me. And thank y'all for the dude for the What's My Name fight with Ernie Terrell. Somebody said when Muhammad Ali was punching dude, say, what's my name? What's my name? Let's see. Look all this stuff up. Oh man. I love my smartphone and the internet. Use it while you still can. What's my name? Floyd Patterson didn't want to call him his name either, though. He didn't want to respect. A lot of folks didn't want to respect Muhammad Ali. And then he won him over, made him an offer with his fist of fury. What's it right? Yeah. Guy named Terrell. Okay. I guess it was Ernie Terrell. Yeah, but there's a lot going on. But the sisters need to get back on code, man. Fannie Lou Hamer spent most of her life on a plantation. She didn't know she could vote till she was about in her 40s. She registered to vote. She got kicked out the plantation, got brutally beaten to an inch of her life by so-called black males, who by a sheriff deputy ordered these black male inmates to beat her brutally in Winona, Mississippi, like the day before they killed Medgar Evers down in Jackson. And Fannie Lou Hamer knew that we were stronger together as a people. She had a black man, she had a black husband who believed in her. He was the strong, silent type, I guess, but he was confident in his woman. But Fannie Lou Hamer knew that we needed strong black men leadership as well. Uncompromising, strong black man leadership. And Fannie Lou Hamer knew that the feminist movement did no good for black people. Because her thing was about liberation of black people. It's not about having white friends. It's about liberation and justice for all. Y'all more concerned about having white friends and sex partners than you are about liberation of black people. That's why we can't get nowhere. That's really why we can't get, because y'all want to be around white people. White folks told y'all they were sick. Why did they keep on saying whites only? Color over here, whites over here. Whites was trying to warn us, we no good. Everywhere we go, we cause death and destruction. But y'all like, oh, that's okay. We love you anyway, boss. We sick, boss. We sick, boss. That's how y'all be acting. They got the nerve to call somebody a sellout because they like Donald Trump. Naga, please. You like Calvin Candy, Joe Biden, Jim Crow Joe. Y'all up there cooning and singing. Ooh la la la. Do the Biden slide. Y'all acting silly. Y'all the ones that ain't on code. Y'all give up the booty. Y'all giving up the booty. Y'all giving up the booty for free. Giving up all the booty and groceries for free. So it's strange times to live in. But black women, don't be crying when your son or daughter get killed by the police. And think about the man who put out on police on the streets with his 94 crime bill. Oh Lord, they killed Johnny Boy. Then Johnny Boy, my thing is this. The reason why you need black men around, because your sons need to learn how to deal with police. You know how to handle the police. And black women, y'all very emotional. And a lot of these dudes are emotional because they've been raised by black women with no man around. Because man, we don't know nothing. We just stupid. But like, when I deal with the police, let's say for example, if I'm speeding, I just recently paid a $200 ticket down to Alabama because I was trying to go to this Foundation of Black American thing. Was no need for speeding because it was started late. Man, it's all love Tariq. But when the dude caught me, I just got caught. I didn't argue with the white man or whatever he was, a Malungian. I don't know what the hell he was. Alabama. You think people white, they're not really white. You don't know what the hell they are. So I didn't argue with the man. He caught me. I was going 100 miles per hour. Okay. I called my mother and put on speakerphone so she could record everything. I played it cool, gave him my license and registration, whatever. He said, man, just speed down and slow down, and you have a nice day. I was okay. Now, Sandra Bland, God bless the ancestor, that was not the right way to handle it. But at the same time, she did not deserve to get killed like that. She didn't deserve to die like that, but that was not the correct way to handle that situation. She should have, have your day. You got to want to survive the encounter, have your day in court to contest. Yeah, people say, "Well, you wrong for that." But what? Well, if I'm wrong, how come y'all not gangster enough to do right by her, to avenge her? If I'm wrong for that, and they said that jailhouse has a history of black folks dying suspicious death, how come we tolerate that? How come we tolerate Zimmerman? But yet, you just had a Memphis rapper got killed yesterday. Black folks, we had a problem with killing each other, but it only matters when white people kill us. We don't care when black folks, like y'all forgot that Emmett Till was killed by black people too. Y'all just want to focus on J.W. Malum and Roy Bryant. Black folks weird like that. What if there were black cops that killed George Floyd? Would y'all care about that? If there were black cops that killed George Floyd, would it make the news? You let these folks manipulate your emotions, get the best of you, and y'all treat George Floyd like he was Dr. King. No disrespect to the dead. But it's weird to me, y'all got, George Floyd got about 8,000 funerals, right? And who was George Floyd before? I never heard of George Floyd. Like what Biggie say, you nobody till somebody kills you. Baba Dick Gregory told me this. He said, Ron, a lot of times people ain't going to remember you by the way you live. A lot of people get remembered by the way they died. George Floyd was no Malcolm X. I don't know him. He could have been a nice guy. I'm sure he was a nice guy. But yeah, like this man dedicated his life to black liberation. Like, George Floyd, I got murals and shit. I'm saying, what Kyrie Irving brought his family a house? Did they not raise millions of dollars to GoFundMe and stuff? But yet, what about, even Breonna Taylor? Same thing, not knocking it. I hope, I'm not, some of y'all can get what I'm saying. A lot of y'all ain't gonna get, and that's okay. Cause you can't wear my magic glasses. They my prescription, only magic glasses. But what I'm saying is, what about Alberto Odell Jones, man? Muhammad Ali's attorney who gave him that first contract with the Louisville group that made sure he had a trust fund that could take care of himself. What about that sister? One of the first black women to pass the state bar in Kentucky. The first black and woman prosecutor in Jefferson County. She was sending white men to prison for domestic violence. And she was a victim of a horrendous crime. They beat her and then threw her over the bridge into the river. A group of men. Why don't nobody talk about her? What's the justice for her? She dedicated her life to empowering black people, to arresting black folks to vote like Stacey Abrams, help desegregate Louisville. Where all she got is a big picture of her on the side of a building downtown Louisville. Why we don't know who killed Alberto Odell Jones? Why don't nobody cry for her? Breonna Taylor, was she a trap queen? I don't know. That ain't the point. The point is, she did not deserve to die like that in her home. But come on, man. Where's all the love for the people that serve black people, that dedicated their lives and even lost their lives in serving black people? Why don't we, I'm glad Donald Trump got out Kodak Black. Kodak Black and Lil Wayne, I'm glad that they out of legal trouble. I actually do like Kodak Black. I've been listening to some of his music. I'm 40 years old, so this new era. But Kodak Black is very talented. And he still ain't got a lot of sense to me. And he's still a young man. So hopefully he'll do right with his second chance. And probably gonna get with Lauren London, because she like guys like that. So I like him because he wasn't afraid to shoot his shot when it was very uncomfortable to do so. But he probably hook up with Lauren London. It's 2021. It's weird. But Trump did a smart move because Kodak Black is from where? He's from Florida, right? Lil Wayne, I think, got a residency, or he lives in Florida, right? Donald Trump making chess moves, but you know what's sad? We scoring an opportunity to get out some of our political prisoners out of jail. We could have got H. Rap Brown out of jail, possibly. Mumia Abu Jamal. We got another look at Mumia. Asada Shakur. Got another look at that. We could have had some people in his ear. We criticized, a lot of us criticized Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. And even Kanye West talked about Larry Hoover in the Oval Office. Come on now. Larry Hoover, to me, is no worse than Mayor Daley of Chicago. Mayor Daley was a gangster. He's a gangster mayor. You know that they was dropping bodies in Chicago under the reign of Daley? Larry Hoover and Jeff Ford, if they were white, they would have been mayors of Chicago. You know, Jeff Ford was working with Fred Hampton and Richard Nixon. Jeff Ford helped Richard Nixon get Chicago, Illinois. They say he had got an invite to the inauguration of Richard Nixon. This is Jeff Ford, a dude that couldn't read. Functionally illiterate, Jeff Ford. Black Peace Stone Nation, Jeff Ford. Rainbow Coalition. You know, Fred Hampton, that was the idea of Rainbow Coalition. See, we don't even honor the people who fight and die for us, man. We care about celebrities that we need. Look at Snoop Dogg. I can't trust anything Snoop Dogg said anymore about anything. This man is like a jailhouse snitch. I don't know what to make of the brother, man. He's confused. And I'm a fan of his music. Snoop Dogg is one of my favorite rappers, but I'm saying his politics is weird. First, you want to act like you're going to kill Donald Trump in the video. Now oh, I'm glad he got Michael O out. Michael Harry O. Think about all the presidents that they celebrate, that we as black people celebrate. They will not even get these people out of prison. Think about the Bill Clintons and the Obamas. And yeah, you know, they crap on Trump. And rappers back in the day used to want to be Trump. Trump was in everybody's mouth when they were rapping about, you know, bling and all that stuff. I remember Memphis Man album that came out back in 1998. He had Donald Trump on the skit talking about when he gonna drop his album. Yeah, y'all want to make Central Park 5 like it was Donald Trump that did that. He was following the spirit of the times, because even the boys' parents sold them out, allowed them to get trapped. It was Democratic. This was a Democratic political machine that put them guys in prison. Donald Trump was a Democrat, but he was a private citizen and he was a celebrity. So he didn't have a life over death decision over no boys. He was just like, oh man, so these are the people that actually did it. Okay. So yeah, throw the book at them, kill them. So I mean, look, I just had a relative got robbed at a Kroger's gas station tonight. My relative, I love her. I sound like, well, black people, young black dudes that did it. Okay, and that's my relative. I don't care what the color of the person is. I'm looking at the color of character. I don't care, but see, we got to get beyond. See, we get trapped up in this bag of color. Y'all celebrate Kamala because she looks black. Then she's an AKA. There's nothing to that. But what about her character? How she abused color of law as attorney general in California, as district attorney, as the top cop, right? How she undermined black people's civil and human liberties. But you could do a quick Google search or DuckDuckGo search on her record, and y'all just refuse to see it. It's like with Biden. Y'all like Donald Trump did the things that Joe Biden did for the last 47 years or last 50 years. You got like Donald Trump got the same political legislative record as Joe Biden. What the hell going on? Donald Trump ain't did things to black people like that. Well, what about the housing discrimination? Well, we always get discriminated against. This is America. He didn't invent redlining and banks denying loans to black Americans. He didn't invent that. And Obama did do stuff like, the subprime mortgage thing. Obama bailed out the banks that preyed on black people. Think about Donald Trump Secretary of Treasury, Mnuchin. He supposed to went to jail. He supposed to been in federal prison for illegally foreclosing on 80,000 people homes or family homes in California, while Kamala was the top cop. And he gave a big donation to her campaign. So the swamp is vicious. Y'all like Trump was the one that did all this to y'all. Trump is just the mirror to America, man. He's a reflection of America. And he's, man, the most honest president of my lifetime. I've been on this earth. This year will be my 41st year in April, but he's the most honest president that ever occupied the White House while I've been alive. The most honest. Donald Trump is more like MLK than Obama. Y'all like Obama was the second coming of MLK. Trump tried to keep us out of wars. He trying to get the troops home from Afghanistan and Iraq, and they got him out of office because of now they trying to. It's like when they killed Kennedy. Kennedy was trying to pull the troops out of Vietnam by 1965. As soon as they popped Kennedy in the head, they reversed that. They put more troops in with Johnson. So Donald Trump was trying to bring peace to the Middle East, trying to be peaceful with Kim Jong-un, trying to, he was not a war hawk or a warmonger. He was a peacemaker and deal maker. See, a lot of y'all don't understand how a businessman think because y'all don't understand business. Y'all know what it is to punch a clock or to get a check from the government, but how many of y'all know how to create things out of nothing? And really, black folks, we do know how to do that, but we don't know how to be in control of our intellectual property. Look at Sam Cooke. Sam Cooke was brilliant. He was a brilliant songwriter, brilliant singer, and an astute businessman. He knew the power that he wanted to use his talent to create generational wealth. Like I remember seeing a documentary that the company that owns his intellectual property, the AppCo. Now AppCo is Alan Klein was his business partner, right? And Sam Cooke was murdered, and no women didn't kill Sam Cooke. They beat him to death. Let's look at his body and them pictures how his body looked. But middle-aged black woman did that. But his brother was talking about how when they was little kids, Sam Cooke would explain to him how he was gonna make a living as an entertainer. How he said, I mean, just a little kid. I mean, he's a little kid talking about, look, the average person works paycheck from paycheck. So once they get the paycheck, they already broke. He already told his brother, this is how I'm gonna do this. This man was talking about this. This is when he's under 10 years old, outlining how he's gonna have a career in entertainment and how he's gonna get wealthy and how he's gonna help his family. And then his wife Barbara, who was shown in the One Night in Miami. See, there was a lot of tension between them because his son Vincent died in the family swimming pool. He was drowned. But my question, what was Barbara doing when she wasn't watching little Vincent? And that probably pissed him off. And y'all go research that on your own. There's stories about that. But his wife sold the last part of his rights into his catalog to Alan Klein for about either 100,000 or 105,000 back in the 1960s after he died, which was a lot of money back then. But think about the Sam Cooke catalog. Even that one song, Change Gonna Come, or What a Wonderful World This Will Be. And you remember Luther Vandross? I didn't know that was Sam Cooke's song. We having a party. That's his song. And I love Luther Vandross. Like, he was a brilliant guy because he'll take a person's song and make it his own. Like he did it with some of Johnny A stuff. Luther Vandross was amazing. But getting back to that, we know how to create stuff, but we don't do it in our own best interest. We don't know how to do things for ourselves. We be some of the best soldiers, but we don't fight wars to liberate ourselves. We fight war to enslave other people, like the Buffalo Soldiers, like Dick Gregory talking about. Bob Marley reached out to Dick Gregory because he said, I want you to perform with me, man. I want you to be with me. And Dick told him, look, man, I can't ride with you because you did that song about Buffalo Soldier. And I like the song Buffalo Soldier, but he said basically they were agents of white supremacy. They were, committed genocide against Native Americans for the white man. The West could not be tamed or won without black support. That's how powerful we are as black people. We talking about we scared to storm the Capitol. Hell, we charged up San Juan Hill. Them black soldiers saved the life of future President Teddy Roosevelt. Had them black soldiers not charged up San Juan Hill, Teddy Roosevelt would have been a dead man. He would have been no damn president. We always saving them. Just like in Memphis, we got Tom Lee Park on the river. Tom Lee was a black dude who saved a whole bunch of white elites from drowning in the Mississippi River back in the 1920s. You know what's crazy about it? Tom Lee couldn't even damn swim. He saved all them white people. These are the people that would rule Memphis for decades. Maybe you should let them drown. But because of that, they put a monument up at Tumley Park. I think it's back in the 50s. They say he was a worthy Negro. But a friend of mine, Mr. Emerson Abel Jr., he's an ancestor now. He said when they used to be growing up in North Memphis, the black kids saw him as a traitor. They used to throw rocks at his house. This man saved on crackers that imprisoned and oppressed us for decades. They ran Memphis with an iron hand for decades. This fool done saved these crackers from drowning, and this guy couldn't even swim himself. He had this boat called Zev, I believe, and he saved him. And he ended up being a guest of honor at the White House of Calvin Coolidge. There's a picture of Tom Lee in the Rose Garden with then President Calvin Coolidge. Now, a lot of people said that Calvin Coolidge was also mixed race as well. Look up J.A. Rogers, the 5 Negro presidents, and what they say Eisenhower, they say him, Andrew Jackson, a lot of people. But anyway, this is either here or there. But getting back to the politics of it all, Fannie Lou Hamer understood better what white feminism was about, better than the so-called educated black women. Today and in the past, black women have always been treated like second and third class citizens by white women. I don't know why y'all always side with the white women over your black family, over your black man. They don't side with you against a white man or their white family. White women like Donald Trump. They love Donald Trump. They voted for him. When all them black women chose sex over race, they felt betrayed. But white women never betrayed y'all. White women have always been who they been. It was white women that advocated for the lynching, the mass lynchings of black people, especially black men. It was white women that said, you know what? If it came down to anybody getting the vote behind white men, let the white women get the vote before the black man and the black woman. But yet y'all constantly want to be around white folks, whether in the boardroom or the bedroom. And therein lies the problem. Y'all don't want no liberation. Y'all want to be involved in some type of cosplay, doing some sexual fetish stuff with white people. This is what y'all want. Let's be honest about it. Like, Scandal was all about, it was like a black woman's wet dream. Oh, she's like, y'all talking about Sally Hemings, and y'all cheering on Kerry Washington's character, but y'all talking about, well, Thomas Jefferson, he raped Sally Hemings. Well, what about Olivia? She a side piece. She's the descendant of Sally Hemings. Then y'all with them, black man sold us out. No, the sisters, come on, man. Come on, black women. During the Montgomery bus boycott, what was great about that was that you had black men being men. They was guarding the black women, walking them home, taking them home in their cars, whatever. But, you had a point in Montgomery where you had white men in positions of power, whether it be the bus driver or police officer, were raping black women. And when the Montgomery bus boycott happened for 381 straight days, all that stuff got cut out. So you had black men protecting black womanhood. Like, we are natural allies, but they want to make us systemic enemies. We let everybody come between us as far as the black family, as far as conversations with the black man and black woman. And black women, people are talking when we the indigenous. Oh, look, man. We like to intellectually masturbate all night long, all night long. We like that. I don't care what you call yourself. If you could do what Cassius Clay, say my name, Muhammad Ali did to Ernie Torres, you force people to deal with you. Self-determination means you fight for people to acknowledge your right to exist on your own terms. If you want to be indigenous, be willing to fight on that and stake your claim. If you want to be black, you could be black. What's Negro? That's black in Spanish. So y'all confused. Confused months? I gotta do, name yourself, claim it, make it real. You want to say, well, there's no black land. Make a black land, hell. Make it. They made a Scotland. They made an England. Make a black land. Naga. Make a Naga land. I don't care. Be willing to fight for your right to exist on your terms by any means necessary. That's why white folks get what they get. They're not the smartest people, but they're the most ruthless and conniving people on the planet. Look, Donald Trump told people that Biden did not support fracking in Pennsylvania. What they doing? They're going to get rid of that Keystone pipeline deal they had with Canada, right? I mean, Donald Trump tell y'all what's going on. Oh, he's lying. No, that's not right. No, 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 no. No, he most honest president of my lifetime. Most honest president. Ain't no comparison. Obama is not honest. Obama is a constitutional lawyer who does not respect the Constitution. Obama is a constitutional lawyer who does not respect the Constitution because lawyers don't have to respect shit. They want to find loopholes and shit. They want to find loopholes to get away with stuff. Joe Kennedy said it best, the patriarch of the Kennedy clan, it's only a crime if you get caught. It's only a crime if you get caught. Just like what they doing to Donald Trump. Ain't no president go no damn prison. This is ridiculous. Then y'all ain't even thinking they wasting our time and tax. That could be our stimulus money they could be giving to people instead of wasting on this bullshit. You know, impeachment means that you trying to get a person out of their position. If Donald Trump is out of office, unless he's not out of office, is he still president? I'm confused. Because only impeachment works when the person's actually holding an office. He's a private citizen, ain't he? But what they really doing, they don't want him to come back for another term, which would really be his third term. Because, we already know. That's why I'm not mad at a lot of y'all, but black women, do yourself a favor. Study your history. You can't name one time that white folks really been friends to us. They've been, except for John Brown. Yeah, your white people here and there, but I'm going to tell you like this. Put that sex thing aside. When it comes to black politics, we should focus on race, not sex. You know, when the Irish, the Jews, and Italians, they got power, they wasn't focusing on their sexuality or where they go to use the bathroom. They were focused on bigger things. If all black folks want to do is screw and play games and dance and entertain, that's our business. But don't complain 4 years from now when we ain't got nothing that you thought we was gonna get because y'all voted in Massa Joe and Kama Sutra Harris. That's all I got to say. I'm gonna do another show later. Thank you, Andrea Jackson. Sister, thank you so much. Yeah, I just want to do a quick show. When people be complaining, the neighbors complain about noise and stuff. Oh, that's noisy. The Negro is making too much noise. They scared of me though, because I'm a big black man. They scared to talk to me. I'm friendly though. But it's a war against black men being men. It's a war against masculine black men. It's amazing I lasted long. I'm 40 years old, but it's like but some black women fear black men who got some manliness about them. You already know white folks fear us. I heard black women. Y'all keep on talking about black men. Yeah, there's some black men, but majority of black men marry black women. Now, there's a lot of black women that's screwing around with white men, and then they want to run back to black men after they got screwed over by white men, because the white man ain't your friend. I don't care if you open your gates of heaven to the damn demon. They ain't your friend. They still a racist. They'll love you and love your pussy, but they won't do anything to stop the systemic hate against you. And we got to stop this silliness. Y'all, like I said, can y'all just look? If we could get reparations and agreement on reparations, look, we'll give y'all what y'all want, but y'all cannot interact with white people no more. You can't have sex with white people. You can't live next to white people. How many of y'all be willing to give that up? Get actual reparations. And then you really see what time it is with a lot of our people. Because we are our own worst enemies. I ain't talking about, and people gotta understand this. Whiteness is an attitude, right? Dick Gregory always say whiteness is an attitude. If you have enough bucks or money in the bank, you can't be white. A lot of people that think they're white, a lot of who we think are white ain't really white. They just not found this out this year. They found this out in November. Now they finding it out in January that they thought they were white. They're not really white. They like us. They just not figuring it out. They not white, they albino. But man, okay, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna keep it short. I'm gonna have several shows this weekend. It's gonna be a marathon. I hope y'all support it, and thank y'all for tuning in. And for the people, like I said, I'm not gonna explain myself. People ask me, "What do you mean by that?" and why you say that? Because I want to. I want to say it. I thought about the things I've said. You pay a price for being honest with people. You pay a price. They're trying to censor honesty. And if I love people, if I respect you, I'm gonna be honest about how I feel about things with you. To me, that's a sign of respect instead of lying to your face. You know what I'm talking about. All them politicians y'all love, because we love when people treat us like crap. You notice that black folks love people that talk down to us, like Obama. Not the Obamas, not just one Obama, but both of them. They talk down to black. Y'all love that. Oh, look at her hair, girl. Look at her outfit. People that's obsessed with consumerism really hates themselves. People who are is obsessed with consumerism hate themselves. We've been programmed to hate ourselves. We can't stand the way we look or smell or talk or think. We hate ourselves. Now it's time to deprogram and detox from the BS, because it's going to be a tough way to go right now, because they showing their true colors to us. I don't know how y'all think that these folks care about you, but they don't care enough to even think that you have anything worthwhile to say or to respect. Biden showed who he was in that Zoom call to black people. Do you think that Frederick Douglass and Henry Highland Garnett, them brothers in their prime, would allow a Joe Biden to talk to them like that? You think Frederick Douglass would allow? Frederick Douglass would have pimp slapped Joe Biden ass. He would have reached through that damn, I'm gonna pimp slap you into reality. You know who Frederick Douglass was? I know how they portray Frederick Douglass. Frederick Douglass from Maryland, man. Who worked on them shipping docks in Baltimore. That man was built. It was like an action hero. He had muscles. I know they make him look all old. He was the most photographed man of the 19th century. He'd been king of the selfies back. Frederick Douglass would have swagger slapped Joe Biden ass for talking reckless with the reckless mouthpiece. You think Frederick Douglass, you think Henry Highland Garnett or Martin Delaney would have took that crap off of Joe Biden? Shit, Frederick Douglass called out Abraham Lincoln in the White House when they dedicated that statue with him hovering over Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali's great great grandfather, whatever. He said Abraham Lincoln ain't what y'all say he is, but he was all right. He was a politician, but he ain't what y'all think he was. And he just told his truth. He said, look, and he told John Brown, look, man, I could speak for the slave. I ain't gonna die for no niggas. He told John Brown, I ain't dying for the niggas. I can speak for them. I can advocate for them, but I ain't dying for no niggas. Because, like I said, look how we treat the folks who sacrifice their lives for. We don't even remember them. We go crazy old Meg the Mayor, the Stallion and Cardi B, this bullshit, and LeBron James. Y'all go crazy over that. But folks, they said, man, they stood up for us. We even scared about the folks who fought back. We keep on talking about, well, I'm tired of these police. We scared about the talk. We don't even talk about no Charles Cookie Thornton. Y'all ain't know who Charles Cookie Thornton is, don't you? Look up Charles Cookie Thornton. Look him up. Look him up. Charles Cookie Thornton. Look him up. But okay, I'm gonna let y'all go. I don't know if I talk about anything concerning black women. I know I'm gonna get a lot of pushback. I don't care. It is what it is. Cash App, $ R2C2H2. Also, we got the PayPal, Google Pay, Zelle, email R2C2H2@gmail.com. You can buy Art of His Art. That's my grandpappy. R2C2H2.com. Got Muhammad Ali. Get that shirt at Teespring. Below the description box. There's the shelf. I got more art coming. Thank y'all for buying art, for buying shirts, for donating. These things are coming in handy. This has been an interesting year. It's been a whirlwind of a year. So thank y'all for tuning in. And let me just disclaimer. Oh, okay. Yeah, he took out Winston Churchill bust. So I didn't know he put in. See, there you go. Guess who Cesar Chavez, who is inspiration? Dr. King, right? I know Robert Kennedy, he was close to Cesar Chavez at the end, but he took out, Biden told them on that Zoom call that Hispanics gonna be our overseers. That we must submit to the, especially the ones coming in, the 11 million illegals. He gonna deputize the citizens. They are. See, you know what's funny about black people? We fight wars, right? And then we come home. The folks we fought overseas, they become our bosses. They run our grocery stores, our gas stations. You know, that's weird, ain't it? It's like, are they occupying your land or are you occupying their land? You know, it's funny how things work. But black folk, we're not respected. No people should be respected. Anytime you doing serious stuff and you want to do some damn twerking, while you doing serious stuff, like we trying to handle business, like we trying to address police brutality and economic inequities, and y'all tell me, let's time for twerk. We're gonna twerk racial injustice away. We're gonna twerk it away. Twerk it away. Then the girl, I saw the video, she twerking on a George Washington monument, a phallic symbol. Yeah, America always been tapping our ass since 1619. America been tapping that ass, been tapping that black ass since 1619. You know, it's crazy shit. But nah, Caesar was from he was from here. He was actually an American citizen. He was born here. I think he was born in Arizona. I don't know. Y'all look it up. I ain't gonna get into Cesar Chavez right now. You know, he didn't catch a bullet in the face like Dr. King. You know, I ain't gonna talk about, black people, we had some of the best ever. No matter what you may think about them, we had some of the best leaders ever. We don't need no more leaders. We need a damn code. All this stuff y'all be talking about, get on code. Y'all ain't got no damn code. Where the code convention? Where was the code conference? You need some black secret societies and a damn code. I ain't talking about no boule. I ain't talking about no frats and sororities, because y'all go crazy Google eye that Converse and pearls. Get them for black boys and girls. The Prince, new power generation, or next power generation, whatever. But we need to start getting an agenda for us that we don't compromise at all for anybody, including us. But we gonna see, man. These 100 days gonna be hell for a lot of us, boy. A lot of y'all celebrating in the streets may not be able to see 2022. I'm just being real about it. This shit gonna be hard. But black folks, we always survive some type of way. Yeah, Neely Fuller wrote the quote, but also Neely Fuller said something about you shouldn't have a whole bunch of black folks getting together without no type of plan or plan of action. You know, black people, man, that's why we make the best soldiers, because we always want to be told what to do by somebody else but us. We don't want self-determination. We don't be self-enslavement. That's why slavery is a choice. People get mad about it. Well, then they had a choice. They had a choice back then. We have a choice now. Man up. But let me read. Thank y'all for tuning in. And read the disclaimer. The views expressed by hosts and guests on the We All Be TV platform are not the official views, opinions, beliefs, or perspectives of We All Be News or the We All Be Group, Inc. We All Be News is an organization that thoroughly believes in supplementing the information narrative that is usually supplied by the corporate news entities with those viewpoints, expressions, which may be marginalized or ignored for a plethora of reasons. We are about informing the general public on alternative perspectives as it relates to news and information, and letting the general public be the ultimate judge in deciding on how to use said information. Informed citizens are responsible citizens. Thank you for your support. And that does it for this edition, boys and girls, scholars and laymen, ladies and gents. And know that in the words of the great Duke Ellington, we love you madly. Y'all keep on producing and pushing. Thank y'all so much. And I do appreciate the feedback. We all can agree to disagree. And I'm really blessed, to be honest, because a lot of y'all are very thoughtful, thinking people. So that means I really respect the following that we have on We All Be TV, because a lot of y'all got a lot of sense, and y'all researchers. So, and thank y'all for sharing information with me, because I don't look at fake news, so I don't know what's going on. All right, take care. Be good.